Toe drags are the most overrated way to deke in hockey. So the whole internet started freaking out the last time something like this was said, because the toe drag has traditionally been taught as one of the primary dekes in hockey. That being said, there's this new variation that I like to teach called the cane drag, and it's really not all that different. However, it is a higher probability move, which is why I like the distinction. Now, after watching a video from Pavel Barber, and after watching and making videos with Train 2.0, and after having a really good conversation with Matt Carey, I've come to a conclusion about toe drags that I think everybody needs to know before they freak out about the statement. Let's start by unpacking the traditional toe drag. Typically, you're taught to roll your hands over, cup the puck with the toe of your stick, and pull it from your toe to your mid blade or your heel, like this. So when you say that the toe drag is a low probability mechanic, this is what we're referring to. Now, the question isn't whether or not you should use this at all, it's more of a question of time and place. And the most interesting piece of evidence for this is if you watch an NHL Best Toe Drags compilation on YouTube. You'll notice that this precise movement is almost never seen. As a matter of fact, you can go through entire compilations and only see it once or twice in its full range of motion. What do we see instead? We see the cane drag, and the cane drag is performed in a more circular motion. So instead of cupping the puck, you're actually just going to obviously start with it on the toe, and you're going to pull it on an arc across your body to either your forehand or to your backhand. The key difference is that you're not rolling and cupping the puck with your toe like this. This motion is only back and forth, which is why it is much less dynamic. You have to pull it from your toe to your heel or your mid blade, and then pull it across, as opposed to the cane drag where the puck travels across your body in an arc in one motion. Obviously, you can see how this is much more dynamic and more deceptive and can be executed much, much faster. Now, that being said, I was talking to Matt Carey and he made a very, very good point. When you're training, it's actually very beneficial to practice the full toe drag in the traditional sense. And it's not because it's the most highly probable move to work in a game, but the reason is so that you have the full range of motion in your toolbox. And this is really why the great internet freakout was unnecessary, because both are valuable. The cane drag is just more probable in a game than the traditional toe drag. And if you watch tutorials from anyone who's a really, really good stick handler, like Pavel Barber, for example, he will tell you to perform the toe drag just like this. So where does the contention lie? It really just comes down to the naming. As far as I'm aware, the term cane drag came from Jason Yee of Train 2.0, who has been a fantastic coach who I've learned so much from over the years. For me personally, I teach the cane drag because the distinction has been very, very helpful to me personally. Prior to learning about the cane drag, I only practiced my toe drags the traditional way. But by distinguishing between the two movements, I was able to practice the cane drag and become very proficient at that movement instead. So now that you have clarity on how and when to use the toe drag versus the cane drag, and why the distinction between the two is very, very important, I want you to go try this out for yourself and feel the difference. Thank you for watching. I've got links to free stuff in the description, and we will see you very, very soon.